Well, let's get to the official factual news, and then we'll get into speculation about where SMG Sarah Michelle Gellar is going to take Buffy, because it's a little scary. So Sarah's confirming several things. One is, yes, it will be called Buffy the Vampire Slayer New Sunnydale. Now, obviously, that's the official title for now. They may change it in the future or tweak it a little bit. Like Superman was supposed to be Superman Legacy, and then they just went Superman. So can't say for sure that will be what we'll see, but the tentative title will be New Sunnydale. Okay, so this is a direct quote. She's saying, quote, "It's not a sequel, it's not a reboot, it's a continuation." Well, that's a little confusing because by definition, a sequel would be a continuation, so not clear what she means. Also, she's promised that she's going to resurrect several dead characters. So, how is that not a reboot? That would definitely not be the mythology we got with Good or Bad seasons 1 to 7 of the old Buffy. So, it's a little confusing, a little confusing. I think we know basically what she means, that the structure of Buffy will not be altered. Right, she's the Slayer. We're going to get a new Slayer, new vampires, new Sunnydale, same old shtick. But let's get into the speculation on resurrecting some fan favorites. I think we can take for granted Joyce is coming back. No doubt in my brain, we're going to get Joyce. A lot of people love and adore the body, but probably the body is going to get retconned. How severely, we don't know, but there you go. I mean, they just could pull a Dawn and be like, that's the new reality. And I have nothing against Christine coming back, but it'll definitely be weird. I guess they're going to finesse it some way. Magic, illusion. We thought she was dead. She was not dead. Maybe transported. Who knows? Who knows? And is it just going to be a resurrection like Joyce did die, but they resurrected the body? Don't know. It will definitely ruin one episode of Buffy. So, and not the body, but there we go. But I'm going to focus here on Tara because that's probably the more contentious issue by far. So a lot of people, to put it mildly, are against the Tara killing at the end of season 6. Now, I'm more against Tara being killed because of the Dark Willow factor. I'm more concerned with that. But Tara being killed, I'm not too concerned with. Good or bad, Joss Whedon has killed many fan favorites, beloved characters. They usually get the axe. So that itself is not a problematic idea. Also, apparently he was planning on Xander being who they were going to kill off, but then they changed their minds. So it wasn't like this grand conspiracy to kill a female lesbian. I think the evidence there says no. Although the actress who played Tara did reveal apparently Joss Whedon wanted to kill Tara earlier, which I think is an even better idea because saving it as a very shocking final twist is kind of, it's a little dicey. I don't think it makes sense. I think it would have been better if you're going to do Dark Willow, make it a more interesting progression instead of this very shocking, she's Dark Willow now, deal with it. But if they are going to reverse Tara's death, well, again, there's the good side, bad side. So now Willow has back her lesbian girlfriend. Are they going to get married? Are they married? Is this an alternate reality? It's just a lot of confusing questions. I mean, in principle, right, and I've said this before, so I'll be real quick. Joss Whedon planned to resurrect Tara in a future episode, but they never got the chance. So bringing back Tara per se isn't a problem because even Joss Whedon wanted to do that. However, there are ways to do it that are, sophisticated. And Sarah has not said how she's going to do it. It could just be fiat, like saying the characters you thought were dead, they're not dead. I'm just going to reverse that. That's it. No explanation, no episodes. That's the new status quo. Joyce is alive. Tara was alive. Well, wasn't Tara killed? Well, no. And that's just it. I hope they don't do something that brutal because that could also cause a lot of problems. Right. So assuming they're going to do something in the story to somehow answer, wait, I thought you were dead. Because Willow is extremely powerful, so she could do it. But it does mess up with the mythology, the old mythology. Because the old mythology is magic does have limits. You can't just do whatever you please. There are limits, even with a lot of magical power. But in this universe, apparently, You can do whatever you please. I mean, we could try to do a natural way to get out of this. Say, well, maybe they just have future technology in this new Sunnydale, right? Maybe the initiative was working on something, and so on and so forth. Do a more science fiction, but it is still reversing key parts of the mythology. And Sarah has said this. She said this repeatedly. Like, yes, dead, no longer dead. And Sarah Michelle Gellar is on the record. She did not agree with the decision. She did not want Joyce to be killed off. So there you go. So Sarah's made her feelings known for years and years. She didn't think it was a good idea to get rid of these characters. And again, I can see the argument, but Joss does have a powerful argument. You do want to kill some characters to show that something real and tragic is happening, right? It is not just fun and games. If you fight the forces of evil, there will be a cost. Maybe it's not good, maybe it's not nice, but it does give weight to a lot of the stories. I'm not saying you have to kill people all the time, but it does give a certain coherence to the narrative. There is that to be said about it. Now, if they really do go through with all this, am I going to start crying and moaning? Well, I don't know. It's complicated. Like the way they killed Tara was kind of cheap and silly, with Warren just shooting wildly. I'm like, okay, that could have been done a lot better. I understand the political point about gun violence, which unfortunately with Renee Good is very much relevant. So it's fine if the Buffy writers and producers want to have a political message. I have no issue with that. But I think it could have been delivered way more smoothly than what they ended up with. But still, okay, she's killed. She's been murdered. That's it. That's the status quo. Let's move on. Let's try to deal with that. And although I have many criticisms of season 6, I cannot criticize them not having immediately a funeral for Tara. A lot of people are like, wasn't it just weird the way they're acting around Tara's dead body? I don't think so. However, I would say season 7 not dealing more fully with Tara's death was really strange. We have Willow grieving, but they don't have a formal ceremony, to my knowledge. I don't remember that. So it's like, that's just strange. And again, granted, right, Buffy, Xander, even Dawn don't have a super deep connection to Tara, but they did know her for years, right? So it just felt a little shaky that she's murdered, and aside from Willow, most of them kind of just forgot about her, saying, yeah, I guess Tara and Willow were a thing. So it's a little disjointed what they did with season 7 with Tara. So there is a case to be made for resurrecting her. That's fine. Joss Whedon wanted to do it. I guess I'm a little nervous how Sarah's going to do it, because she's just so brutal and blunt about it, saying, yeah, we're reversing the deaths, and that's what we're going to do. And again, there's a case to be made that Joss Whedon did mess up with a lot of these deaths. But reversing all the deaths? That seems like such an extreme overcorrection by far. So let me just quote Sarah directly. It's still a little confusing. We will try to find a balance between new and old characters. My dream is to bring back everyone who has died, but space will have to be made for new stories. So there we go. I think she obviously means Joyce and Tara and a few other people. I don't think she means the Master. I don't think she means like, oh, you poor Master, you died too. We're bringing you back. Or Adam. So I think we want to be careful. She clearly probably means the fan favorites. But that's also another problem, that we're only going to resurrect the popular people? Seems kind of a little lame. Now, could we do it? Bring back Tara, Joyce, and the mayor? I mean, you could. It's a magical universe. But I'm like, what do we get out of it? How would it even work? It's a new Sunnydale. I mean, the mayor was the mayor of the old Sunnydale, and that was destroyed in season 7. So we're like, okay. So, yeah, some alarming questions. Now, does it open up possibilities? Absolutely. No doubt about that. I guess the question is, how far are we going to go? Right? Because deaths are pretty big in the Whedonverse. So reversing that or making that more light is going to do some severe damage to the story. Now, will it open up new stories? Yes. And good or bad, this is a new story. You can stick to the old story, but this is a new story. So there is that. And that's true. And again, there is the obvious thing, which Buffy fans forget, that Buffy started as a movie. Buffy the Vampire series is doing its own thing, right? It is, aspects of the movie are in the series, but it is moving in its own direction. So we've been here before, right? Buffy going from a movie to TV show, they made a lot of changes. And for the most part, people like those changes. So, you want to maintain some consistency here. However, this could go bad. This could go real bad where it just becomes very soft and sentimental. And Sarah's like, these old people are back now. Let's all celebrate. I'm like, okay. And I will say on a final note that this definitely puts Buffy back on the table. Because I think, again, Sarah's many things, but she's not a lore expert. So part of what she's implying in the people who died come back, that includes Spike. Now, if you know the mythology, Spike was resurrected an angel, but Sarah's not a lore expert. So probably from her own memory saying, oh man, Spike died. We're going to bring him back. And we're like, Sarah, they already brought him back on Angel. Oh, did they? Really? Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So it'll be pretty hilarious if in the writing they re-resurrect Spike and be like, you're back again. It's like, I was already back with Angel. Oh, really? Yeah. It's like, oh. So there's that dilemma. These are fans. I'm not trying to destroy Sarah Michelle Gellar or Chloe Zhao, but they're not super hardcore fans either, right? But some things will be very off. They'll be like, that's not how I remembered it. It's like, okay, well, that's the new status quo. So good or bad, Buffy may be coming back, but not the way I think even the Buffy fans ever dreamt. Totally new Buffy coming your way soon. Good or bad.